Everyone's favorite podcast host, or at least mine, Alexandra Cooper of Call Her Daddy fame, recently bought herself a permanent residence in Los Angeles. It's been revealed that Alex and her partner, producer Matt Kaplan, who was long kept a secret, have now paid nearly $11 million for a mansion-sized estate located in Studio City, Los Angeles. This compound boasts two separate structures on two separate parcels, totaling almost 7,000 square feet with multiple beds, baths, and amenities. Before this, Alex had lived in some other luxe spaces, like her two-level New York City apartment, but this marks her first actual home purchase. Also, Michael and I just dropped our very own house tour of our new home that we moved into this year. So go ahead and subscribe to our family channel if you want to see where we're living and more of what we're up to. Oh, and once you watch, let me know what you think of our home. In these videos, we don't reveal any addresses, and even though I've done a house tour of my own place, please do not show up at any private residences because it's not safe for anyone. Alexandra Cooper is best known for being the host, founder, and executive producer of the wildly popular podcast Call Her Daddy. Her show covers sex, dating, and much more, featuring plenty of famous and interesting guests. Less than a year ago, Alex made history when she signed a massive $60 million 3-year deal with Spotify, which marked the biggest exclusive deal for a woman-led podcast at the time. This also makes her one of the highest paid female podcasters with an estimated net worth of $25 million or more, and she's just getting started. So what did Alex do with all of her newfound fortune? Well, she seriously upgraded her living situation. She and her longtime boyfriend Matt Kaplan, who was known to fans forever as Mr. Sexy Zoom Man to hide his identity, purchased a fancy new residence up in the Hollywood Hills. Hey guys, it's Kara the Vampire Slayer back with another exclusive house tour here on Famous Entertainment, today checking out where Call Her Daddy star Alexandra Cooper calls home. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit me up on Instagram to chat, and now let's get into this video. If you follow Alex Cooper on Instagram, then you'd know that she, her boyfriend Matt, and their beloved dog Henry have already moved into their new Studio City home. The unique compound cost the couple $10 million, and it marks Alexandra's first official home purchase after a string of luxury rentals from LA to New York City. The property spans a total of 1.48 acres and is actually made up of two separate parcels with two different addresses. It's up in the hills of Studio City, a neighborhood with tree-lined streets and trendy spots just a slight distance above the busyness of Hollywood. The two-parcel but combined estate also boasts two separate houses, but we've yet to discover if the couple has a specific plan for this layout or if they're going to be making any changes. In total, the estate offers 6,900 square feet of space, with the larger residence spanning 5,300 and the smaller one with 1,600 square feet. Most likely, the second home is used as simply a guest house. There are also 6 bedrooms and 6.5 bathrooms throughout the structures. Meanwhile, each of the residences have their own front gates for some privacy. Built in 1938, the main residence, which Alex and Matt are most likely living in right now, is built in a colonial style and has been updated and modernized since. There are classy stone pathways and patios leading up to the home, while inside there's a mix of modernized and old world style. There's a dining room with wood paneling all over, a fireplace, and large windows overlooking the views, as well as the nearby kitchen, which boasts hardwood flooring, top-grade appliances, and opens up to a family room. The living room also features another fireplace. Upstairs in Alex's new home, there's an office and a library with a ton of built-in bookshelves, as well as a master suite, which has its own wet bar, fireplace, and sitting area. The attached bath boasts a burled walnut trim, along with features like a skylight and soaking tub, while there is also a luxe dressing room or walk-in closet. Outside on the grounds of Alex's new home, there's a private motor court, a courtyard, and an alfresco sitting area with fireplace surrounded by trees. Of course, the home also has a swimming pool, which is a classic oval style, giving the yard an old Hollywood vibe. The guest house or smaller structure also has its own gated motor court, mature trees, and grassy lawns. Before this purchase, Alex formerly rented a luxury rental home near West Hollywood, and Matt owned a place in Beverly Grove area of LA, which he sold for $3.7 million in April 2022. When Alex initially moved to LA from New York City in 2021, it was all very new for the Pennsylvania native creative, and she documented it on her YouTube channel. She showed some of the rental home she was living in before moving in with Matt, even her and her former roommate trying out the jacuzzi out back on the first night there. This place had a spacious living room with a cozy fireplace and some stylish black and white checkerboard tiles in some of the common areas. Alex also showed viewers the spacious kitchen with large marble prep islands and upscale appliances. Later in the video, we also got a peek at Alex's master suite in the white and chic marble ensuite bath. While Alex lived here for nearly a year, it ultimately wasn't a permanent place, much like her former New York City home, which we're gonna take a look at last. In 2020, when Alex was still calling New York City home, she gave a house tour to viewers of her leased pad downtown, which was super stylish. The moving came after filming her first solo episode of Call Her Daddy after she moved on without her former co-host. And Alex wasted no time to find the perfect place to live. The 2-floor apartment would be any New Yorker's dream, and Alex furnished it with pricey pieces from Restoration Hardware, Anthropologie, and more, including the highly coveted cloud sectional from Restoration Hardware in her main living room. This can easily cost $10,000 or more just for the couch. Her Manhattan apartment had highlights like soaring ceilings, exposed brick walls, and a stylish floating staircase to the upper level. The open living room that held Alex's cloud couch was her favorite room in the apartment, likely because of all the space, while the nearby kitchen offered stainless steel appliances and modern fixtures. In her apartment tour, she claimed she only used the kitchen for her coffee maker or microwave, and at the time, she barely even had any food in her cabinets. While the home wasn't yet fully furnished at the time, there was still a marble dining room table, also from Restoration Hardware, a bar in the space underneath the stairs, and the lights above the dining room table, which also came from Restoration Hardware. Elsewhere, she had gilded mirrors from Anthropologie and her plush bed from CB2. Well, now we've taken a look at where Call Her Daddy host and founder Alexandra Cooper calls home, including the new mansion she just purchased with her boyfriend Matt Kaplan. After